Malo, and welcome to episode 51 of Breakfast Bites by TEIVOVODigital.com, a wrap of Pasifika People's sports on this beautiful Saturday morning, 20th of August 2022, coming to you from the 180th meridian in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Go girls!
Go Papa, go Pepperoni!
And we start with rugby. The Wallabies defence coach Matt Taylor has resigned. Or was he pushed? After their 48 points pasting by Los Pumas in San Juan, Argentina last week. The change caught many Aussies by surprise, as they didn't know the Wallabies even had a defence coach since Eddie Jones left. Meanwhile, the Springboks' trip to Australia got off on the wrong foot after their flight yesterday was cancelled. And Los Pumas are reportedly making their trip to New Zealand by boat to give head coach Ian Fuzzy Foster time to settle back into his old job. In the NRL overnight, PNG Kumuls star centre Justin Olam scored a double for the Melbourne Force as they ran in 10 tries at Suncorp last night to smash the Broncos in a record 60-12 win. Harry Grant also scored in one of the best games of his career, while Jahrome Hughes, Munster, Nelson, Asofa-Solomona and Tui Kamikamica were all massive. The Cowboys demolished the NZ Warriors with brilliant attacking football, where 8 Cowboys crossed for tries in a 48-4 win in Townsville, their highest score since the 2015 Premiership year under Paul Green. Fitting also, it was their first home game since the death of their former coach. In boxing, Anthony Joshua will have a 10.5 kg weight advantage when he takes on Alexander Usyk tomorrow. Usyk was tipped to be heavier, but the Ukrainian weighed in at 100.2 kg, exactly the same weight as for the first fight, while Joshua was at 110.7 kilos, up on the 108.9 he scaled in London for their first fight. And in football, the trial of former Manchester United superstar and Britain's most decorated footballer, Ryan Giggs, continues at the Manchester Crown Court, where they heard a poem that Giggs wrote for his ex-girlfriend, Kate Greville, on New Year's Eve in 2017. The poem is based on the letters of her last name, Greville, and it reads: G for gorgeous, R for radiant, E for extraordinary, V for vivacious, I for idolized by me, L for legs again, E for everything I've ever wanted. And she replied, Baby, what an amazing message to wake up to. I think you're amazing. I want to reiterate how amazing you are, and how happy and amazing you make me feel. To which Giggs replied, I think you fanned a bibadoozy. Oh, so romantic, these two. Ryan Giggs is on trial, faced with charges of assaulting his former girlfriend, Kate Greville, and her sister Emma, headbutting them in the process, as well as charges of controlling and coercive behavior against Greville, which he denies. For TEIVOVODigital.com, I'm Calden Khmer. Mahalo, vina'a, and thank you. Please hit the subscribe button below if you'd like to receive more Pasifika highlights on Breakfast Bites. And thank you to us for all your love and support.
Bye!